Welcome to Everyday Cooking with Ann. Today we're going to do strawberry cream cheese filled French toast. And we're going to be using our artisan bread recipe that we've showed you one before. And here you can see that it's cut right here. My husband made this last night and he's already made sandwiches out of it. So now it's time to make French toast out of it too for breakfast or dinner, if you like breakfast for dinner like we do too. So we have our 2 slices of bread, which are nice thick pieces of bread, sturdy bread. So if you don't have artisan bread like we do to make our French toast, you want to make sure you're getting a nice sturdy piece of 2 pieces of, or 3 or 4, however many you want to make, pieces of French toast, because it's going to be double-sided here when we make our mixture. Okay, we're only making a French toast for 2 of us. I'm just quartering the recipe that will be showed in the description below under Show More. And that recipe also, you can use raspberries rather than strawberries. So let me show you what we're going to do first. First, we're going to make our mixture, our French toast mixture. We're going to crack 3 eggs into I use a little pie plate just because it's small and easy to mix, and the bread fits in it very nicely. Okay, I'm going to break these yolks and just beat this up a little bit here. And I'm going to add about a cup, maybe 3/4 a cup of, I don't think I even need all of this, so I'm going to only just do 3/4 a cup of milk because we're only using a little bit of bread for this recipe. Now I like to put a little bit of sugar into my mixture too, just to give it a little bit more sweetness. So I put just maybe not quite a half a tablespoon in there as well. And inside this mixture, we're going to be putting at least 1 teaspoon. Actually, the recipe calls for 2 tablespoons. So we're for a crowd, if you're making this for a crowd, but we're not. So we're just going to modify this and only put that in. And we're going to be sprinkling in some, I like to use organic ground Saigon cinnamon. It has the most flavor of any cinnamon. So I use this for my cinnamon rolls and anything that I use cinnamon with. So we're going to sprinkle some of this in here. And this is our batter for the French toast. Okay, we're going to set this aside right now. And I'm going to show you our 2 slices of bread down here that we're putting together. Now, what we have now that we're going to do is I have softened a little bit of about 4 ounces of cream cheese, because you could normally use 8 ounces to make this mixture. So I've put about a half of that in because we don't need very much for right now for the French toast we're making. And I'm going to go ahead, I have also chopped some strawberries, and I've had about a tablespoon of sugar to kind of make a little bit of a syrup on here too. And I'm going to add these into the strawberries, into the cream cheese, and mix this up. Now on this recipe, we're going to actually put this strawberry cream cheese mixture right onto our bread, because it's going to be stuffed right onto our bread. And this is going to be enough that you could make 2, I'm sure. So we've got it kind of thick here, so we like that way. Okay, now we're going to add our top to our French toast. It's going to be double-sided. Some of you can eat this whole thing. My pan, it's nice and hot, and I'm going to just spray this a little bit with my canola oil cooking spray. And I'm going to be putting my French toast right in here inside my egg mixture. I'm going to turn it over a couple of times. And I'm also going to add a little bit of butter to my pan. I have this on about medium heat right now, and I'm just going to make this nice and toasty before I turn it over. I just turned over our French toast. You've got a really beautiful brown crust from our egg mixture, and I had this cooking for about 2 to 3 minutes before I turned it over. You don't want any hotter than medium because you don't want it to burn. And you want that cream cheese to melt in the middle of this toast with the strawberries. My French toast is done. It's perfectly done on the other side. You can see I'm going to actually turn it over onto our plate. Now we're going to take it over to our table. You're going to want to add a little bit of butter on top. Now, you can put maple syrup on here. You can put a little bit of powdered sugar on here. But this is how we like it. I'm going to cut it in half so we can share it. I just want to show you what the inside looks like a little bit here with the stuffed cream cheese and strawberry. And I'll show you the wonderful strawberry syrup that we're going to put on in just a moment.